Hi, and welcome back to the channel. This is week 4 of this channel, and this is the lecture or the reading. And I had a couple of ideas, and I couldn't choose until I realized that the two can actually be connected together. So let's go do that. The ideas were to make a reading about the dream is for now, and the second idea was to make a reading about quitting your vices, so quitting your bad habits. And I realized, they can be connected, and then, kind of makes sense. The bigger story makes sense. So first about the dream is for now. The reason I chose this title or got this idea was because I had an idea of wanting to record yoga, wanting to make a really big yoga database where you could find any yoga class that you were looking for. And I was going to do it after I had quit my normal job. And my normal job is, I'm going to be working in the city where I live, a very, very conscious choice. And I don't want to retire, so I just want to keep working. So that dream of making the yoga database, that was actually in my head like, I'm going to do that in like over 20 years. Over 20 years, I was going to postpone the dream of making a yoga database for over 20 years. Which really sounds ridiculous now, but of course I didn't. Within 24 hours of understanding what my dream really was, I knew that I had to create this channel that you're listening to today. And so that was 4 weeks ago, and I, got the right microphone and figured it out how to upload audio recordings to YouTube. Because obviously that dream was not for 20 years. So I don't know what kind of dream you have, but take it from me, it's not for 20 years. It's probably not for in 2 years. Maybe it's for in 2 weeks, but I'm really very much convinced that either the dream is for now or it's not your dream. And that is the dream is for now. So your dream is for now. Even just like me, the beginning is very modest, and you have to learn new things, and you do not create as much as you want, or do not do as much for the project as you would like. It's still now. It's still in the now. And the other idea I had was quitting your vices, so quitting your bad habits. And shine some light on that topic. So if I look back in my life, I am almost shocked at how many bad habits I used to have. I'm like, oh, wow. Well, there's of course smoking. I used to smoke. I smoked for 10 years, from when I was 15 to when I was 25, roughly speaking. And that's far behind me. But there were many other habits to do with screen time. I times when I came home from teaching yoga and I was also writing things. I was a writer, and there were really times when at like 11 p.m. at night, I would just go behind my computer and finish my writing. right until the wee hours of the night. And yeah, things like that, and having my phone next to my bed, and drinking alcohol. There have been times where I had I wouldn't it wasn't problematic in my opinion, but it was definitely, I drank way more than during other periods of my life. So it was like a regular thing. Like when I would go out or have coffee with someone, or, well, not coffee then obviously, but yeah, I would drink a glass of wine. So I look back and seeing all those, bad habits that I quit, no longer do, and the new situation is completely natural to me. And I wonder, okay, what is my stance on this? Like, is this kind of like a, is my end game that I have quit all my vices? Because there's definitely vices left. And what have I learned? And the first thing I learned is that you shouldn't quit your vices because you expect really great results. Because I've never had really great results. Like when I quit smoking, I didn't have this whole epiphany like, oh, I can really taste the food much better now. Nothing like that. When I quit drinking, there is absolutely nothing in my day-to-day life that that is different now that I don't drink alcohol. And whenever I'm very clean with my screen time and my digital time, I always think that, logically speaking, I should have a lot of extra time now. And I never do. Like, time flies and I lose time, I don't know, reading the newspaper or something. So it's all the benefits that people say that you will experience. I never had them, ever. So that is not the so I really want to manage your expectations there that I never had the benefits that people are always saying that there are. But on the other hand, I never regretted quitting any of those vices. I'm so, so happy that whenever I manage to quit something, I'm just absolutely thrilled. And I'm always like, oh, I'm just so happy. I just can't imagine a life where I still have that. And of course, there are certain habits that I keep falling back into, traps that I keep falling back into. And, certain habits are just not easy to quit. You have to keep them in your life in one way or another. And so you can relapse anytime. And I usually do. So, yeah, so, about improving your habits, what kind of advice can I give you based on everything that I quit and everything that I keep relapsing into? And that is that you could tie your vices, your bad habits, the things that you could that you think you can go without, and then you would feel much better, or it's just better for your health or whatever. I think you should be tying them to your dream. I think you should use your dream as a reason to quit your vices. Like with your screen time, every 15 minutes or every hour that you save there, you could be working on your dream. And maybe you have physical goals, like things that you really want to achieve. Maybe you can tie quitting your vices to physical goals that you would like to achieve, and that will be much easier to realize. These dreams will be much easier to realize if you quit that thing. So with that, we have kind of brought it all together. Like, if you look at your life right now and you think like, ooh, I just use screen time as an example. I lose so much time on my screen time, and it's just really difficult to quit. What about if you would tie that to your dream? To that dream where that is, time consuming to achieve. And if you do that, then you can also make a better assessment if it's worth quitting something, if it's worth putting in the energy of, trying to contain that bad habit or trying to quit it. Because you can say to yourself, okay, this is my dream, and my dream is for now, and am I still entertaining bad habits that cost me time and money and mental bandwidth and health, and that would actually free up resources if I would quit that habit, and I can use those resources for my dream. So from all the things that you could quit and all the bad habits that you could quit, or that you could moderate, or that you could budget, or whatever, pick the ones that will free up the resources, or in some other way make you achieve your dream quicker, or bring your dream closer to you. So if you tie all the options that you have of improving your life, becoming more productive, or becoming healthier, or whatever, all those options, what are the options that will actually help that dream that is for now? Okay, so that was it for today. That was it for week 4. And see you in the next one. Namaste.